This is Dabu 7. We have warning signs emerging from all around the globe, many different countries, that the people are really ticked off. And we've already seen large protests and gatherings in some of these countries, like Germany, like France. But at this point, the people seem to have nothing left. And they're warning that entering this winter, with energy prices rising, that there could be chaos breaking out in the streets of many different countries. Here in the United States, the warning has been put out about high gas prices that are approaching. Do you have wood? Same thing has been said in Germany, as they have warned the people there that this winter is going to be treacherous, and that they better have a backup plan to heat their home. And this all ties into everything with Russia and the Ukraine and the cutting off of gas supplies to over there here on this world stage. But it's forcing the people into a hard position in many different countries. And it's becoming obvious to some of the leadership that they're about to see things get real ugly. We even have the top cop out of Switzerland, Klaus Schwab and them, up in their enclave, the World Economic Forum up there in Switzerland. One of the top cops of the region is coming out and stating that, look, it's about to get bad. They expect people are going to rebel against the government, and going into this winter without having a way to heat homes and everything else, especially in the mountains, they foresee people in Switzerland rising up, getting ticked off. They have gone so far as to arm police that were never armed before. They're preparing, just like other federal agencies here in the United States have been preparing, if you missed it. Yeah, someone is ramping up big time all around the globe. Are you? Are you preparing for what is coming? Well, join me on the live streams where I break this down further.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Second of all, I want to give double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Elder Tahar, and on down to rule well. And third of all, I want to give a peace and safety to the hopeful elect out there, the brothers that push this truth, the truth of the King James Bible, and truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe. All right, so I just want to do a short lesson to hop along the spirit of Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai allows it to go. I want to name the video Global Uproars coming soon. Alright. And little brothers just saw this video that was put up by Dabu 7. Alright, and it says populations will rebel, warning signs emerge of social unrest from coming winter power shortages. Alright. So the major uproars which the scriptures speak about in 2nd Ezra, the 9th chapter. Alright, of course, this isn't just going to happen here in America, it's going to happen globally. Alright, because of what they're trying to do, what the elites of Esau are trying to do. They're trying to bring the whole world to its knees, alright, to accept the next system, alright, which, of course, everybody, the whole world should know by now that the MOTB, or the Karagma, is the microchip technology, alright, and it's a global thing. Alright, the Lord said, he calls all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead that no man might buy or sell. Alright, so the plan is to get everybody, alright, not just people here in America, globally, alright, to bring everybody to their knees, to collapse all the systems around the globe, not just here in America, basically create civil unrest all around the globe. Alright, and when they got people to a breaking point, alright, which is why you see them creating things like power shortages that they're talking about, raising the cost of energy. This is all by design. Inflation, alright, destroying the food supply. All this is by design, alright, because they're getting ready to set up the next system, alright. So the plan is, again, to bring everybody around the globe to their knees, again, to accept the next system. And that calls that's order out of chaos. Alright, they're creating a problem with the inflation, these rises, and all these rising costs of things, and basically making it where people can't survive, and they're gonna come with a solution. All right, which again is the MOTB. All right, so let's get Second Esdras. Second Esdras chapter 9, verse 1. He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself. When thou seest part of the signs past which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Verse 3, here's the point. Therefore, when there should be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, which that's what's coming. That's God 7, the video we just did. Alright, major uproars coming around the globe. Major rebellions coming around the globe against the governments. Alright, due to the coming collapse, basically, of society. Therefore, when there should be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then thou shalt well understand that the Most High spake of these things that from the days that before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifested, right? These uproars and things like that is signs to show the coming global uproars of the people is a major sign to show how close we are to the end. Because again, the plan is to collapse this whole system, this whole global system, financial system. Again, to have it where people can't afford anything, again, to basically to get people to rebel against the government, bring in the martial law, all right, and then when everything's calmed back down, it's just, it's like it, when everything's calmed back down, then come with the solution, all right, but it's gonna be chaos, man. It's gonna be all out chaos out here, man, in the very near future, and not just here in America, globally. This is 2 Ezra chapter 15, verse 15. For the sword of the destruction draweth nigh, and one people should stand up to fight against another with swords in their hands, right? The violence of the land is definitely about to increase, not just here in America, all around the globe, but especially here in America. When it goes down here in America, that's when it's going to be the ugliest. Verse 16, for there should be sedition among men and invading one another, and they should not regard their kings nor princes, nor the course of their actions shall stand in their power, right? What are they going to rebel against these governments, all right? They're going to be looking to get hold of these politicians and all that, because the people are waking up and realizing that they've been getting gypped for all these years, all right? This whole pandemic and all these things, and, it's all the gyp, man. And people are waking up and realizing that they got conned, or bamboozled, or whatever you can say, all right? And they see what these politicians are doing, how they're doing things and setting up policies to take people's rights away, to doing things to basically destroy the it's like, what's the word, setting up legislations and putting all these laws in, all right, just destroying the economy, and they're not doing anything about it. And the people are going to wake up and realize that look at Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka was the perfect example. The leadership there destroyed that government, that country, Slovakia. And what happened? The people went after their kings and their princes. They invaded their governor or whatever president's house. All right, it's gonna be the same thing globally. They're gonna start attacking these, like you saw with that January 6th thing. They're gonna go and start attacking Senate houses and town halls and things like that, looking for answers. All right, but it's gonna be violent, according to the scriptures. And those are the kings and the princes. But there should be sedition among men and invading one another, and they should not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Verse 17, and a man should desire to go into a city, he should not be able, right, to come in martial law, because they're going to have to put troops in the street to control what's going on. All the chaos and things, probably going to be more than likely the UN soldiers, the United Nations soldiers, the blue helmets. All right. For because of their pride, the city should be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and men should be afraid, And the man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, and shall destroy the houses with the sword, and spoil the goods because of the lack of bread and great tribulation. And that's what comes in great tribulation, man. Or you're going to have uproars due to people not being able to afford to eat, afford gas, energy, or whatever. People are going to take to the streets, all right? And it's going to be super violent. People are going to turn to crime. Esau is going to bring in martial law, all right? Then ultimately they're going to come with the solution. Take this microchip, all right, and all your problems will be over. All right, you'll be able to, we'll fix things. Again, order of chaos. They create the problem, and they come up with the solution. All right, and that's what Esau is doing right now. Because again, he's the one destroying destroying this whole system. He's bringing down his own system because he's getting ready to bring in the next system, which is a digital system, a new digital world, what they call it. At the end of the game, he wants everybody to have microchips to buy and sell things. It's Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. He calls all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand, and that no man might buy or sell, say he that hath the mark or the number of the beast or the number of his name. All right, so that's the plan, man, to collapse society, get people to go crazy, all right, put the troops in the streets, and ultimately come with a solution, all right, which is this, the Karagma. All right. So with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash, double honors to my elders and apostles of great millstone, and peace and safety to you brothers pushing this truth and sincerity. And with that, I'm saying shalom.